Just what Major League Baseball needed this season. A juicy conspiracy theory about the reigning American League MVP not playing fair. See, the Yankees may have beat the Blue Jays on Monday, May 15th, but all anyone could talk about was Aaron Judge's side-eye glances caught on camera. The Blue Jays said it was odd. The Yankees said it was nothing. But what's the truth? Well, you better keep watching to find out. During the 8th inning of this epic showdown at the Rogers Center, the Sportsnet TV cameras caught our reigning American League MVP, Aaron Judge, sneaking a peek at the visitor's dugout just before his at-bat. And wouldn't you know it, the man went on to crush a home run off Toronto reliever Jay Jackson, sending that ball sailing over the fence, pushing the Yankees' lead to a whopping 7-0. The drama intensified as the Blue Jays TV broadcast showed Judge throwing another one of those side-eye glances toward his own dugout. The Sportsnet broadcasters, Dan Shulman and Buck Martinez, didn't miss a beat. They noticed Judge's glances and couldn't help but wonder what on earth he was up to. He did it more than once, they claimed. Shulman questioned, "What's he looking at?" Martinez, with a touch of skepticism, chimed in, "Where's his gaze fixated?" So, what really happened? Well, there are a few explanations, one innocent and two that are less incriminating but still raise eyebrows. According to reports from the Toronto Star and Sportsnet, Blue Jays manager John Schneider took issue with the positioning of Yankees coaches during Judge's at-bat. They were allegedly outside the coaches' boxes, potentially giving them a better view of Alejandro Kirk's setup behind the plate. While this may raise suspicions, there won't be any investigation into the matter, especially since umpires already have the authority to enforce coaches' return to their boxes. On the other hand, ESPN's Buster Olney reported that the Blue Jays suspect pitch tipping may have been at play. Pitch tipping, unlike sign stealing, involves reading and interpreting a pitcher's body language for an edge. It's about picking up on subtle cues or tells that the pitcher inadvertently displays before throwing certain pitches. It's possible that Jackson had a particular tell, like how he held the ball, that gave away his pitch selection. After the game, Blue Jays manager John Schneider couldn't ignore what he saw. He described Judge's behavior as kind of odd and expressed his intentions to delve deeper into the matter. When Judge was initially asked about his glances, he played dumb, pretending not to know what the reporter was referring to. But after a chuckle, he spilled the beans. It turns out the commotion from his own dugout had him looking over in annoyance. Judge wanted his teammates to pipe down so he could focus on hitting in peace. According to Judge, he was merely trying to identify which mouths were still running. Now, let me be clear. The Blue Jays didn't outright accuse Aaron Judge or the Yankees of sign stealing. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's refresh our memories on what sign stealing actually means. It's when one team cracks the code of their opponent's hand signals and uses that precious knowledge to gain an edge. It could involve decoding the coach's gestures or, more commonly, the catcher's finger signals that guide the pitcher's choice of pitch. And hey, it's a no-brainer that having that information before the pitch is hurled gives the batter a massive advantage. Now, swiping signs in the old-fashioned way, like when a crafty runner on second base spills the beans to the batter, is frowned upon but not technically against the rules. But things take a turn when technology enters the picture. You might remember what went down with the Houston Astros a few years back. See, in 2017 and 2018, they took sign stealing to a whole new level. They used the video replay room to decode signs in real time and relayed them to their batters. The Boston Red Sox also had their own replay room scheme in 2018, and before that, they played around with Apple Watches. And guess who else had a little something in their closet? Yep, the Yankees. They got busted for misusing Apple Watches in 2017, and just last year we found out about their own video replay room scheme from 2015 and 2016. Now, with all this history floating around, even the calmest and most logical among us might raise an eyebrow at the Judge situation and go, something fishy here. But wait for it, my friends, because times have changed. How on earth are teams supposed to steal signs in this day and age? It's a whole new ballgame, pun intended. First off, there's no more Wild West attitude towards in-game video. Access to replay rooms is now tightly regulated, like Fort Knox level of control. And don't even think about those hitters getting an unfair advantage from fresh video on iPads in the dugout. Nope, those videos are edited to keep the catcher's signals hidden. Sneaky, huh? And let's talk catchers, folks. How many of them even bother with hand signals anymore? With the introduction of PitchCom, a nifty technology that allows catchers to call pitches using a remote control-like device that sends signals to receivers in pitchers' caps, finger signs have become a thing of the past. Sure, PitchCom isn't used all the time, but here's the kicker. In this particular incident, it turns out that Jackson and Kirk were in fact using PitchCom. The Yankees couldn't have stolen signs because, well, there were no signs to steal. So, unless someone is insinuating that the Yankees managed to hack into the PitchCom system and were surreptitiously relaying information to their hitters to look into the dugout mid-at-bats, there was absolutely nothing illegal going on here. To further strengthen this case, in a telephone interview, Blue Jays pitcher Jay Jackson acknowledged that he was tipping his slider during the game. He mentioned that the timing of his delivery was more of an issue than his grip. This suggests that Judge may have picked up on Jackson's tell without the need for any illicit sign stealing. Here's the deal, folks. Was it a weird situation? Absolutely. Did the broadcasters have a right to bring it up? Well, it's their job to keep us informed. And after all the sign-stealing scandals that have rocked baseball, can any player claim the benefit of the doubt? Probably not. Adding fuel to the fire, Judge unleashed a monstrous 462-foot home run mere moments after those glances. It's no wonder the Blue Jays were suspicious and eager to ruffle some feathers in their division rivalry. Now, is picking up tipped pitches frowned upon? Yes. But is it illegal? The answer is a resounding no. While pitchers may not enjoy getting clobbered due to their own mistakes, it's their responsibility to prevent such situations. It's all part of the game, folks. And even if Judge really was looking for a signal, believe it or not, that alone wouldn't be illegal. For all we know, the Yankees had cracked the code on Jackson's pitch tipping, and Judge was receiving real-time intel. As long as it's within the rules, they can't be faulted for being crafty. But let's take a step back and assess the bigger picture. Did any other Yankees hitters cast glances towards the dugout? Did Gleyber Torres or Anthony Volpe take a peek before the pitches throughout the game? The Blue Jays broadcast didn't call out anyone else, and if the Yankees had discovered a secret sauce, they'd surely share it with the rest of their lineup, right? It's possible that the Yankees simply noticed a flaw in Jackson's mechanics and knew what pitch was coming without resorting to illicit means. So, whether Judge's glances were innocent or fueled by a quest for hidden knowledge, everything remains well within the boundaries of the game. Now, the Blue Jays did voice their concerns to MLB officials, particularly regarding the rule that the coaches should stay within the coaching box at first and third base. However, let's be real, hardly any coach or team adheres to that rule. See, the fact is, Judge is a phenomenal slugger, and facing Jackson, a journeyman reliever, should have been a cakewalk for him. It wasn't some elaborate pitch sequence, it was just a series of sliders. Aaron doesn't need any alleged advantages or shortcuts to dominate the game. His skill, strength, and baseball IQ are what make him a force to be reckoned with. This game serves as a reminder of his exceptional abilities and the awe-inspiring moments that he brings to the sport. So, let's put all the rumors and scandalous speculations to rest. Judge's success is a result of his hard work, dedication, and immense talent. The optics may have made it seem scandalous, but the truth is far from it.